welcome to the PB Run Free Pro Sport Academy blog. And what I want to talk about today is the Vastus Lateralis muscle. It's a very big muscle, okay, and often I find that there's an issue with it between that and the hamstrings, okay, and what a lot of people don't actually know is where it wraps around. So here we'll see a lot of people will say, oh, this is the hamstring, but actually if we actually look, okay, and we actually palpate the Vastus Lateralis, it actually finishes here, okay? So you can see it takes up quite a chunk of the posterior thigh muscle. Now why that's important, especially for sprinting, okay, as that recovery leg comes through, okay, and the toes coming up. So if you imagine he's standing here and the mechanics are happening like this, there's a very fundamental relationship has to happen between the hamstrings and the quads. So as this comes up, the quadricep, this big muscle is actually lengthening as this hamstring is shortening. Okay, so they need to be able to slide independently of each other. Okay, and we all know about the importance of fascia now. Okay, and then if we follow that fascia line all the way up, okay, we see then that the glute max gets involved here in the corner. Okay, so it's quite an important complex here that we're able to work on this vastus lateralis muscle. And usually a lot of people, when we bring their knee up, okay, we want their heel ideally to touch their bum quite easily here. A lot of people will give a give, okay, excuse my language if you don't like that word, okay, in their lower back. And I'll always find a lot of people with stiffness, okay, or they'll feel it in the lower back when I do this movement. And very often we will find issues in between the vastus lateralis and the hamstring, okay, so it's a very important structure not to forget about, especially with knee pain, okay. If you're doing any release work along the quad here, which I definitely recommend you do, okay, don't forget about the back. As I said, when that knee bends, this vastus lateralis stretches as the hamstring shortens, okay, the biceps fem on this occasion. Very important that we appreciate where the vastus actually ends up, okay, and its ability to work independently of the hamstring, okay. So when we're walking, when our knees bending, especially sprinting, where we're going to get a lot more knee flexion, that's going to be required to stretch a lot more as the hamstring is shortening. Okay, so your next soft tissue treatment, don't forget about the vastus lateralis, this big chunk here, okay, especially when you're working the front, okay. So give it a try, palpate, see if you can feel any issues in between them, see if you can feel any issues lengthening, and be sure to treat those issues when you do find them.